Come in.
Come in.
Hello, Kelly.
Come
Come in.
Come in, Kelly. It's fine.
That was a great time.
Come, our guest, our first guest.
Yes.
Welcome to another episode of No Results, Only Excuses, where we talk fitness nonsense and partial facts. My name is Matthew Bauman, and as always, my co-hosts to my left,
Courtney Dick.
And Justin Swart.
And we're live on Instagram.
we're live on Instagram.
Live on Instagram. We thought we'd give you guys a little bit of a window into what we're doing.
Yeah.
This is very informal and there's no branding whatsoever.
Into the glamorous world of podcasters.
Yeah. This is all our sponsors around us, scattered behind us.
We're sponsored by a very bad bed company.
Yes, what's it?
Tempura.
Didn't you get this one from Sheet Street?
Sheet Street.
Sheet Street have sponsored us. Thank you for pulling through Sheet Street.
Yeah. And Crossover Symmetry.
Yes, thank you guys.
You see this is a funny bag.
Yeah. I must say this is humble beginnings. I anticipate in 1 year's time we will have our own studio.
Yes, we'll be sponsored by Colmix, not Sheet Street. We'll move up in the world.
What's Colmix?
Colmix.
Colmix. What's Colmix?
Is that where they sell sheets?
Oh,
yeah.
On the seashore.
Good. Start the podcast.
Courtney, is that your tongue twister for today?
That's great.
Shell sheets on the seashore.
Oh, that was a good one. Okay, so in the news, CrossFit's back on Instagram. Yay! People are so excited.
Well done, CrossFit.
So 6 months ago, they decided not to go on Instagram because Greg Glassman lost his mind. And he decided that CrossFit banned some random banting page. Oh, not CrossFit, sorry. Facebook. Banned some random banting page on Facebook.
I think it was linked to Tim
Yeah,
Noakes.
but it's his buddy Tim.
Yeah, so Greg overreacted like a crazy person. And he took CrossFit off Instagram and off Facebook.
But was that the push over, like over the edge kind of reason he did it? Didn't he also have problems before?
I think there was privacy issues.
Yeah.
There was some. I think if you dig a little deeper, you'll find out that CrossFit hasn't been very happy with the privacy settings and issues and the way that Facebook seemingly can just exploit you and delete your group or your community.
Yeah,
it's very imposing.
So he did say that. So he said there are complaints that social media company may adversely impact the security and privacy of our global CrossFit community. And that was one of the reasons he took CrossFit off.
Yeah, well, think about this. I think the bigger message for deleting that was, how can it be deemed fair that Facebook can dictate which group stays and which group goes?
Yes.
Do we keep paleo? Do we delete banting?
Yeah.
Is there money being paid under the table to promote a group where sugar is promoted in your diet? Or are we being paid money to kill anybody making a noise about veganism or whatever the case might be?
Was there like a answer in the end of the day from Facebook HQ?
No.
Like, hey, we actually just had a bit of a glitch in the system for the day. We are a huge company with billions of servers and people online.
Sorry,
and
John.
the thing went down for a little bit, and everyone overreacted. But yeah, it's back.
It's back, guys. It's okay. I don't think Facebook responded or cared.
I think they care.
No, I don't think they cared.
So you don't think it was the catalyst that started the negative vibes around Facebook over the past few months?
I don't think it did anything at all.
I really don't.
No.
They don't care.
Matt, how would you feel if Facebook just decided to delete your page?
I don't know. I don't have a page. I don't even have a Facebook profile.
You don't have a Facebook profile?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you operate on MySpace?
Just Instagram.
Instagram,
and
okay.
Sometimes
Minimalist.
LinkedIn.
Yes. But so at work we have clients who pay a lot of money for adverts on Facebook, and recently we had some problems and it was disabled for no reason, no answer, and they still haven't answered us. The only reason we got it back is because we talked to we have reps or like helpers, and we chat to them and they give us advice and stuff, and we had to bring it up with them. It still took ages.
So who loses money when that happens?
Well, we do, and the client loses money because there's no advertising happening, but Facebook also loses money because they're not getting the money off the ads.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they lose the least.
Yeah, well, they're making so much, but the client doesn't get a chance to advertise.
Sure.
But
So you're saying it happens regularly?
no, not to us.
But I mean,
I don't know.
But I mean, it does happen in the world. It's not like there's no evidence to suggest that Facebook just really hates banting and they decided to ban banting, because they also banned your
that's what I'm
client.
saying. It could have been
A glitch.
yeah, but this is just the advert accounts. They sent like 4 blanket template answers back, which didn't make any sense. So we were like, guys, it's making no sense. This must be just a robot in the background that just turned it off. So we sorted now. Everything's fine.
Yeah. Okay. So that sounds sort of like what happened to this banting.
Our client's CrossFit HQ, by the way.
Yes. So that sounds sort of like what happened to this banting 7-day meal plan. It was on there and it went off, and it came back on and it went off. So it might have been a glitch and Greg overreacted, which is possible. Or maybe Zuckerberg hates banting and he just likes carbohydrates.
Sitting there and he pressed the buttons with red horns and fiery eyes.
Yes, while eating a bread, a loaf of bread.
Do you know that Facebook are interested in creating their own cryptocurrency?
Yes.
And the USA government said, hold your horses. Who the fuck do you think you are?
Yeah.
I think apparently it's called something like Libra.
Yeah.
They're going to be involved in something like that.
It's probably linked to the Illuminati.
One currency, one social media platform, one
In Russia.
one everything.
Yeah.
Hey, Zuckerberg's going to be the next president.
Oh, there we go. Can he be worse than the current president?
Yes.
Yes. It can always be worse.
It can always be worse.
Yeah. So I have some questions here. Do you think that Greg changed his mind about Facebook, or do you think that nobody told him and they just put the accounts back and they hope he doesn't notice?
It's a hard one to answer.
I think they were making a statement. They made their statement, and then they also realized that they were losing traction.
Yes.
In the marketing space, and they put it back on.
Yeah.
Apparently, within a day of putting it back on, they got something like 7,000 followers.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
There's so many answers, because you could say, well, he's really hot-headed. So just in the few days, he was really angry, turned it off. Now he's like, yeah, whatever. He doesn't care. They just turned it on without saying anything.
Yeah. It's like when you were at school and you had an argument with someone, then you unfollowed them on Facebook.
Yes.
And then a few days
that
later...
happens today still.
It still happens.
Yeah. People download apps on Instagram and they log in the evening. They're like, right, who unfollowed me today?
I'm going to unfollow
Alright,
him.
Courtney unfollowed me. I'm not talking to Courtney. Matthew unfollowed me. Fuck him.
Yes.
And Greg Glassman unfollowed me. So that's the end of that relationship.
Yeah.
And then when you follow me back, then we can talk again.
Yes. So, CrossFit training are back, and apparently the rest of the accounts will be back soon, according to an insider in the know on the Morning Chalk-Up.
CrossFit training was it always an account called CrossFit training before the whole thing?
I think so. Yeah.
So I wonder why this one first.
I don't know. And they've got all their followers, their original followers are back. So maybe they didn't delete this one, they just...
they suspended it.
Just a turn off. I think if I put my password and email address into Facebook, my account will come back.
Yeah, surely.
So I did have accounts.
Yes.
Okay.
I think all the details are still there.
The data is still there.
Yeah.
They're still selling it.
Yeah, they're still selling it to the Russians.
To the Russians, yeah.
Putin.
And Krenikov.
Matthew Bauman in South Africa, my idol.
Yes.
He's a male, 32 years old, and he likes sports. Try to sell something to him.
Yeah. Whenever I go on things, I get your ads that you serve to me from New Balance
because
and stuff like that.
Tell you to go look at my deals.
Yeah, so now they follow me forever, trying to get me to buy things. They don't know I don't have any money. Sorry for them.
It's wasted advertising.
Yes. Yeah. So the Open is over. Yay, and we can go back to our normal lives.
Yes,
especially Justin.
We're gonna not talk about CrossFit for the next few episodes, hopefully.
Except for today,
which is just CrossFit.
Yeah. So CrossFit HQ have until the 16th of December to finalize the video review submissions for the national champions and for everybody in the world. So by the 16th of September, we should have a final. 16th of December, we should have a final leaderboard.
Jeez, that's quite a time to wait, huh?
Yeah, that's a month. Just less than a month.
Do you know what's so frustrating? That some of the sanctionals were so stringent on their submission policies with regards to time frames to submit your scores on their leaderboard, even though it was the exact same score as what you put on the Open leaderboard.
Yes. And
within, they didn't even give you a full 48 hours.
Yes.
Some of them were 24 hours. Basically, by the time you get home, log it, have your video uploaded and ready to go, as if everybody has a 100 meg line, and have your judge confirm it.
Yes.
Within 3 hours.
Yeah. So the funny thing is, for one of the sanctionals, I can't remember the exact times, but Justin's score was due at 2 a.m. South African time. So Justin, being Justin, and he does all of his things between 11 p.m. and 1 p.m., he puts in his score at like 11:30
Yes.
in the night. So because I was his judge for that workout, I had to validate his score before 2 a.m. So I wake up in the
3
morning.
hours.
Yeah, but I was sleeping.
Yeah.
So I wake up
Yeah, he
at
replies to nothing at a certain stage. Courtney's gone.
I wake up at 6 a.m. I look at my emails and I see an email from this sanctional that says, please validate Justin Swart's score. The deadline was 2 a.m. 4 hours ago. And we're like, oh, this is a big problem. This is not going to happen.
Yes.
So I messaged Justin, I messaged his coach. I said, this is a disaster. He's not going to qualify because they've given us no time to validate his score. And then I emailed them and I said, guys, this is ridiculous. How can you allow the athlete to put in his score by 2 a.m. and then make the validation also by 2 a.m.? Like, when am I supposed to validate it? And they said, no, it's fine, don't worry about it, we'll let this one go. So
We've done it to everyone. You're the guy.
And
you're
then,
the only one that's
and then the
fucked up
following week, I did the same thing, but I put Chris down as my judge.
Yeah.
And Chris mailed back and said, "This is ridiculous. You need to try and submit your score without like bypassing the need for a judge."
Yes.
Which, as far as I understood, there was a way, but I just wasn't aware of it.
Yeah.
Turns out my score didn't get submitted, so that was the end of the Dubai leaderboard. After
Oh, really?
It's over.
Over,
So that's
done.
it.
I wasted all my dollars.
Jeez. So now you can't go to that. It's so stupid. They should just use the official CrossFit leaderboard.
Totally, man.
I don't see the point. So, backfilling, which is very important because all of our listeners are elite athletes and they want to make sure they get to the games.
Yep.
So one or two things you need to know about backfilling. The top 20, like the top 20 in the Open, backfills if there's a national champion in the top 20. So if Matt Fraser's in the top 20 and he's a national champion of America, the top 20 moves down to 21, etc., etc., and it keeps going. It keeps going down like that. And then national champion spots only get backfilled if the athlete goes as a team. So if let's say Jason Smith, the winner of the Open in South Africa, if he goes team, then the national championship spot gets backfilled.
Okay.
But if he wins the Open and he says, no, I don't want to go to the games, then the championship does not get backfilled. So I think that's pretty important.
Yeah, they're basically saying the national championship is very prestigious. So essentially, earn it, win it,
Yeah.
or don't.
Or don't. If you say no, we're not giving it to the other loser who's
We're not-
second.
And then
Yeah.
to go back to point one, top 20 backfills. So Matt Fraser wins. He's from USA.
Yeah.
And he wins the national championship, and he's a second fittest man in the world at the moment on the Open leaderboard.
Yeah.
So then it moves down to the next person
To 21.
to
Yeah.
21.
Yeah.
So then all the guys under the line right now actually have a chance.
Yes,
yeah,
but,
pretty much quite a few of them.
Yeah, but you can see the line on the games
Yes.
board.
Yeah. So is that line taking all this into account?
Yes, it takes the national champions into account.
Okay.
So
Okay, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
It's much easier now than last year. Last year it was a bit complicated because the sanctionals were first and then there were opens, so it was even more complicated. But now it's pretty easy.
Yeah, they're cleaning it up now,
Yeah.
which is, I guess, was their plan or not their plan? I don't know.
Well, it makes more sense now. So that's everything on the news about the Open.
Yay! News is over.
News is over. And now we get to talk about the whole Open.
Yes, more CrossFit.
More CrossFit. And
Hit us with the information, Courtney.
I got
Don't
some-
hold back.
I got some stats here.
Let it loose.
Let it loose.
Let it hang.
Let your top button down.
Yeah. So put it in a tight shirt,
Matt's
tight all the way up.
Matt's
Yes.
I told them this before.
He's always going on about my top button, and I don't want to have my chest sticking out.
It reminds me of those I think it's Hispanic gangsters. They wear the white. They like in the movies. They always have like a white shirt
Yes.
with baggy white jeans, and they always have their the
Top button.
The top buttons up.
Yes.
Yes.
Sometimes they actually have it unbuttoned under the top.
Under
Yes.
the top.
And it's just loose.
Yes.
That's what it reminds me of.
Ask Matt where I got this shirt from.
But Courtney is a gangster.
This shirt was given to me by Matt Bowen himself.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's why I expect you not to do that.
Did Matt used to fit in that?
apparently. Yeah.
Okay.
This is,
But it wasn't even a gift. It was just a hand-me-down.
Yes.
It's just
What a nice guy.
I don't know how
It
many
was
times I wore it. I'm
extra
not sure.
small.
Okay.
Extra small. He's now extra large.
What worries me is that you used to be that small.
I used to be skinny fat.
Like me.
When I met Matthew, he had kwashiorkor.
Oh, jeez.
We'll post the picture on the thumbnail for the show.
No, that picture's long gone. Just my old PC.
Big tummy.
No vitamin C.
Yeah. So I've got some facts that I've stolen from other people, as we do on this show. So it's the first time in the open that there's no chest to bar, and I was really happy about that.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Matthew's favourite movement,
Matt
actually.
was sad. Matt is really good at chest to bar.
Matthew can do multiple sets of 20 back to back, which
Jeez.
is just unbelievable.
Yeah, the other day in the workout, it was supposed to do 45 chest to bar, and Matt did 25, and he came down, and I thought, okay, he must be a bit tired now. So I said, okay, do 2 sets of 10. And he gets up and he does 20. And I was like, jeez. Okay.
It's just my time to shine. Once every 4 months.
And then it was my turn to go, and I did sets of 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Yeah.
Then he ended on what's the kipping chest?
It's
Yes.
normal. I got capped.
I'm sure you had only a few reps left.
I had 3 reps.
Yes.
class,
I
man. He
mean,
lived
Courtney
it.
doesn't want to finish the workout. He just wants to leave a little bit, you know,
Yeah.
out there for those of you to stay suspended.
Yes. Don't do too much work. If the workout says do 40, I don't want to do 40. I just want to do 30.
It's enough to
For
make him
Courtney,
feel good.
yeah, for Courtney, it's often a suggestion.
Yes, a suggested workout.
It's not mandatory.
Today's suggested workout. No. I reject that suggestion. So there was no chest to bar, and it was the first time there was a choose your own adventure workout, which was cool.
That is cool, yeah.
I like that. It was the first time there were dumbbell thrusters, and they were so light that it was fine, and there were like 4 reps.
Cool.
So that was a bit silly. If there were like 20 dumbbell thrusters, that would have been different.
I programmed a choose your own adventure workout today
Really?
for the future.
For what?
For one of our classes coming up soon.
Ah.
There we go.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that one. I like those. It's nice.
Sasha was involved.
Sasha. Oh, jeez. Now that Sasha's done it, it's going to be epic. They were the first time doing pistols, which was also cool. And
I
they
like
were,
pistols.
They weren't as bad as everyone thought they were going to be.
Yeah,
it
I
was
think
okay.
a lot of people
Kind of slid in there and then no one talked about it.
Yeah, a lot of people anticipated that there was going to be some knee injuries with the pistols. Maybe we haven't heard of them yet, but
I mean,
I'm quite stoked to say that we had no issues.
Is
at the box.
a knee injury a thing with pistols? I mean, is
Yes,
it known?
yes,
Is it what?
yes.
Do people blow out in the
Especially
front or something?
to keep it very simple, especially as you drop down at the bottom of the pistol. All right, a lot of people rely on momentum to bounce out of the bottom, similar to that of an air squat.
Yeah.
And if the knee collapses in, all right, toward the midline due to a weak glute, often that's where the forces on the inside of the knee start becoming quite profound.
Yeah.
We're talking like meniscus, MCL.
Yeah, I was going to say, did it
things
just
like
tear the
that.
tendons on the side, or was it actually cartilage?
It depends on how severe of a rotation takes place through
So
the
we're
knee
saying
joint.
no speed pistols and no unbalanced pistols.
Yeah, I think a lot of people need to be taught how to control their pistol and develop the required glute strength to keep the knee tracking similar to that of an air squat, but more so tracking with the toe. And that's where things start going wrong.
Yeah.
They're just getting reps because RX says below parallel. Whether that's healthy for them or not is questionable. But again, that's not necessarily CrossFit HQ's worry. CrossFit HQ says, here's the pistol, it's time, the community needs to adopt it. Coaches, get involved. Make sure Courtney doesn't tear his MCL.
Yeah, and I didn't. So
You
well done.
survived.
Well done, coaches.
Good job, coach.
The ladies won the Open 4-1.
Lovely.
So the ladies got faster time than the men in 4 of the workouts, except for the last workout.
Do you think they felt sorry for the girls?
I don't know, like maybe the girls' weights too light, eh?
Yeah, someone's been talking about that every single episode.
What a novel concept. There was actually an article I read from, I think it was Amanda Barnard,
Yes.
and she was saying the ladies' weight is too light. I said, yes, Amanda, I agree.
He liked it.
I liked it. Eh?
Did she reply to you?
No, still waiting. So yeah, she's going to reply soon. I have hope. Just holding on. Sarah Sigmund's daughter, our favourite performer, won the Open for the 3rd time.
In a row?
I don't think so.
Just 3 times.
That is an impressive feat.
Yeah.
Well done, Sarah.
Yeah.
Did she win any money for doing that? I think so. Do you win any money for winning the Open?
I don't know. You probably get a certificate.
Did you used to?
I don't know.
A
Do you get money?
certificate?
A certificate.
No, man.
A certificate.
You do get a certificate.
Certificate,
A
yes.
certificate.
He said a certificate.
A certificate.
Courtney wants to give Sarah a certificate.
Do you just send a picture of it? Or how does she get this?
Cut this out of the show.
Sliding in the DMs. Well done, Sarah. I'm so proud of you.
Give us the picture. We'll put it onto the Instagram.
Yes.
of the certificate.
Yes,
Just send Sarah.
I want to see her reply.
Yeah, so see that. She'll probably reply. She'll like it very much. Yeah, I don't know. Do you win money?
You win a certificate that
Certificate.
that says fittest in the world.
Yeah.
Perhaps no, that's the title they give out at the games. But maybe she'll get fittest in Iceland.
Yeah,
if
she
was
gets that.
national champion.
Yeah.
And then maybe like top 20 winner of the Open, something like that.
I don't know.
It's possible. Yeah, there must be one. Like Pat Vellner, he won the Open for the men, but he didn't win fittest in Canada.
That's
That is
it's weird. It's
bizarre.
to do with the
It's to do with
positioning,
and
the spread of the people.
the jostling for points
Yeah.
on the Canadian.
It's weird though. You would think you would go over and you'd be top.
Yes.
Yeah,
No.
strange. But that happened to you once when you were fighting with Andrew Munnick.
Yeah. So in the gym, he was beating me,
Yeah.
and in the South Africa, I was beating him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
interesting. That's like saying, "Well done, Pat. You're fittest in the world, but only second in Canada."
It's very strange. Yeah, it's very strange. And then Matt Fraser didn't win the Open.
Oh no.
He won for 3 years in a row, and this time he didn't.
Oh, what a loser.
So he's probably really unfit, and he's not going to win the games.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's over now.
Yeah.
That's Justin's prediction.
They should cut him.
They should cut him.
Matt's been building a barn. Yeah, I think he was a little tired.
Yes, I saw that.
Mm.
Everybody
Making
wants
his
a
dad
barn.
Like,
build a
listen,
barn.
Pat, you can take it this year. I got a barn to build.
I got a barn to build.
I'll
for
save
my
it for the
family that
games.
I'm building.
Yeah, Tia Toomey also has a barn apparently.
Yes, but that was an older barn. Or she's making a new one now.
Really?
Yeah. Did you watch the video or just
No.
look at the title?
I heard she had a barn. Somebody told
I
me.
watched.
It was Craig Ritchie's video
Yes, it
of
was
her
pretty
secret
cool.
barn.
I reckon she's going to make a training
Like Mecca.
facility there, which rivals that of Mayhem.
And Froning's barn.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then
That's cool.
got to make money.
That's where the Australian athletes of the future are going to come from.
Yeah. Justin's also building a barn.
Yes.
That is
We've seen his
undisclosed.
barn.
Double
Undisclosed
garage. So far, it's doing well. Had my first session there last night. So far, the members are raving about it.
The members, his neighbours. June from number 12.
Yes.
She loves it. Yeah, so that's all the funny little open summary things that I've got for you. So, in case anyone's really, really interested, Pat Vellner won for the men, and then Jeffrey Adler came second. He was only 1 point behind him.
And fun fact, both of those are Canadians. Jeffrey Adler is the guy that won first in Canada.
I've never heard of this guy.
Pat Vellner is the first in the world from Canada.
Yeah, who's Jeffrey Adler besides being Canadian?
I don't know. He won the lifting one, the pistol lifting workout.
Really?
That's how we know him.
Ah, no idea who he is. And then Matt Fraser came third.
Oh,
Oh, what a loser.
shame.
And then Rachneder, she won for the women. Annie came second, and they were doing the workouts together.
Annie is crazy. I
Yeah.
can't believe she's still going. And then Halter is like that consistency, that like consistent one, that name that's always been there. When we do our fantasy
Yes.
picks, and I go through each one to check like who will be a good, averager that'll be at the tops, and Halter's there. And I noticed people like Travis Mayer, Logan Collins, the names that aren't at the top, Scott Panchik, but they always hover. And
They hover around.
Halter's crazy, man.
I'll tell you what, Kirsten Holzer, if you look at her standings for the games that just passed, you can imagine her winning if you look at the two events where she performed poorly.
Was it the lifting?
I'm not sure exactly what it
A
was,
ruck.
but if you look, it was a run. We
Was
said
a
it was a run
Yeah.
in our previous episode,
Yeah.
and there was something else. Anyway, the point is this: there were only two events where you were like, "Oh, you had a bad event,
Yeah.
but don't worry, you've done so well everywhere else. You're still going to be on the podium."
You managed.
Had she just held it together in those events, she could be a great contender against someone like Tia.
Yes, man. You go home and she lies in bed, kicking herself.
100%.
Yeah. Matt, you had some stuff for us.
So, it's unofficial, but then the line is on the board now of where the people, the top 20 that made it, It's top 20, top 40, top 20?
Top 20-ish.
Ish. So right now, I know two big names that aren't in, which is Sean Sweeney and Christian Lucero, who's done his comeback.
And Justin Swart.
And Justin Swart.
Yeah.
They are hovering maybe 23 or so. And the thing is, they're all from USA, so that means the national champ's been taken by Matt. So the only way they'll get in is, we know that Rich Froning is taking team.
Team spot.
So that means it'll move up, and I think Elliot Simmons will get the spot.
And Panchik?
Panchik is going team, but did Panchik... I don't know if Panchik made it. I don't think he made it.
He wasn't in top 20.
But I didn't name him because he is going team. We know he's going team. We double-check that. And then there were a couple other names which no one really knows.
Yeah.
Like super guys. And then in the females, there's Bethany Shadburn, who was, I think, 8th at the games last year, and she didn't make the top 20.
No.
And I think she's quite far down for the when all the scores and the judging comes in, that she might not move up much. She won't make it. Whereas like Sweeney might, because he's only 3 off.
Yes.
And then another one was Madeleine Sturt from Australia.
Yes.
Who didn't win Australia, so now she's stuck out of the
We
top
met
20.
her at the games after party not so long ago.
Did we?
You won't
there might have
remember.
been a point when I...
I can't remember anything after.
She remembers you. You made quite an impression.
After 11 p.m. It's all a mystery tonight.
So those are the names that stuck out to me. But then to go back to Justin's comment earlier, Justin in the Open this year, he beat
Bronislav?
Who else did I say? Oh man, those are like 5 guys. 5 names I had down.
He beat some good names.
I didn't message.
So Justin Swart is the winner, even though he's not happy about his Open finish. Hey, Justin? He doesn't look very happy when you
no comments.
When you say Open, he just cries a bit.
I think I sent it in our special.
Why must you bring it up in front of everyone?
Yeah. So then, tell us about
moving on to that.
South Africans.
Okay, South Africans. The winner of the South African Open.
Drum roll, please.
Jason Smith.
Hey, well done, Jason.
Well done, Jason.
Well done.
Too consistent for anyone in South Africa.
Yeah. What are we gonna do?
Yeah. So
he left the best for last. I mean,
just
if you check his last score, he absolutely obliterated everybody.
Well done, Jason. Mr. Consistency.
I'm going back into my hole now.
Is that 8 opens for him?
Sure, must be.
I don't know. It was a lot.
Or is it 10? Did he start? Was it the 10-year anniversary for CrossFit this year or last year?
This is the 10th Open.
I think he's done all of them.
You think he's won all 10?
No, I think he's just done all of them.
Oh, he's done all of them. Okay, I see.
Yeah. I just know that when he did the regional whole thing, he went to like 6 or 7. And he didn't make any of them, and he finally made that one. They made the article about him. Okay, number 2, Keelan Henry.
Yeah.
We've talked enough about Keelan.
Good old Keelan.
What is well done in French?
Very, very great. Fantastico.
Fantastico.
I think that's Italian.
Isn't that Brandon Rice?
Fantastico.
Oh, no, that's Tastic.
Fantastico, yes.
Number 3, Mick Stocky, who did not do 2019 Open, so he was quiet, and now he came out of nowhere and came 3rd.
Oh.
Why, Mick? Can you let us know why you didn't do the Open in 2019? What happened?
Yes. Tell us.
Number
4.
He was angry with Facebook also. He just didn't want to do it.
AJ Fisser.
Yay!
Well done, AJ.
He's tied.
Oh, he's tied. Sorry. Number 4 is AJ Fisser and Justin Swart.
Yay.
But Courtney put Justin under AJ.
Yes, because that's how it is on the leaderboard. So
Thanks.
Why is that? Is it a tiebreak or something?
Thank you. It must have been a tiebreak. Yeah.
So I've got that list of names that Justin and also AJ have beaten.
While we're on this subject.
So Justin and AJ beat Bronislav. They beat George Sterner. They beat Joe Scally. They beat Tremblay. Paul Tremblay.
Yeah.
I keep thinking.
Compete against him at Reykjavik.
Yeah. And they beat Ant Haynes.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who that is.
There's a few other names. So these guys are all good guys and they're consistent guys, but they're like fringy.
Fringy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're on the edge.
I think what you'll probably find is that they've got some like incredible strengths, like Bronislav.
Yes.
And even Paul Tremblay. Like those guys are fucking strong and powerful.
And then Paul Tremblay is an OG. He's been in the game
and then
for
you
a while.
might find that they just have a couple of things that they're not so hot at, and as a result, bring them down. You know.
So moving on to the woman.
Mm-hmm.
She dusted off her passport.
Yes.
She signed up.
She sang the national anthem.
And she won the CrossFit.
She loves the
Open
Springboks.
South Africa.
Her name is
Tammy Robinson.
Hey. Well done, Tammy Robinson.
Number 2.
Yeah.
Michelle
Number 2.
Morand.
Michelle Morand, the angel that has our hearts.
Yes. Great. Well done.
You have our hearts, Michelle.
If there's a good number 2, it's Michelle, I think.
Number 3, Dina Swift.
Dina Swift, also angel of somewhere. Where is she now?
Iron Angel.
Also
Iron Angel. No.
a consistent South African.
Yeah.
And she was in the games also this year. Then Mariska Smith.
I don't know who that
Number
is.
4.
She's a new name on the leaderboard. We spoke about it last week. She comes from Akerstad.
Okay.
Oh, good.
And then number 5, Emma Rogers.
Who is Emma Rogers?
I don't know.
Let me see on Instagram.
Justin's going to check on Instagram.
Instagram her.
He follows more people
Send
now.
her one of your Courtney's certificates.
Courtney, get one of their certificates ready. just get it going there in the back.
Okay, Justin, so don't cry. But tell us about the Open. Yeah, you're not happy with the Open.
I'm very happy with my efforts.
Yeah? Full effort is full victory, yeah?
Yeah.
That's what he tells himself.
What's that girl's name? Emma Rogers.
Yeah, Emma Rogers.
Okay, let's see what comes up.
Yeah.
So I'm sure a lot of athletes would agree the final workout was interesting. I thought it was really cool. I liked the fact that it opened things up to strategy as well as fitness. I think given that there were so many different strategies that you could attempt, I think I walked away feeling like the effort was good, but I'm undecided as to whether that was the optimal strategy for me.
Yeah.
You can only attempt the workout so many times, and even if you were quite crazy and did the workout 3 to 4 times, I think you would still find yourself in a situation where you could come up with an alternative strategy and find yourself questioning your decisions.
Yeah.
So after giving it full effort, I was like, I guess that's it. I guess that's my second attempt. It was better than my first, and then it turned out that it was a little bit off the pace for the final workout, which had a bit of an impact on my final standing on the leaderboard. I think I was setting myself up mentally for a second or a third place finish, which I would have been stoked with. So to finish tied 4th, I can't say I was happy about that. But in a game of reps, seconds, meters, that's our track friend.
Justin's heart.
Yeah, that's some of the members just parking their cars outside.
taking somewhere.
They're a bit late for the lunch class. What I'm saying is, if you're not first, you're last.
Yeah, we finished 4th, which is just one off where you wanted to finish.
Yeah, had I got one more clean and jerk in 20.4, I would have finished 3rd.
But how crazy it for the 20.5 to be the one where all the other South Africans kind of pulled out of nowhere.
Yeah, they did so well. I was very impressed with what the guys put together, especially Jason's score of like a 10:38 or something. It was like more than 2 minutes faster, which, I mean, it's impressive. Like, that's all I can say. So,
but then also, remember Keelan, Mick, and didn't compete against you this last Open.
Yes.
These are two numbers that we don't know. Two performances, 2 guys that we have no idea where they would have been.
Correct.
And
Alan Fowler's for that matter.
And Al. So also then AJ did a little bit worse in the last one. Now AJ has pulled it together even more.
Yeah, he's coming over.
So it's kind of, you almost need a bit more data to know where you're going to be.
Yeah, I think the 2019 Open where I finished second, that was maybe a little bit of a skewed perspective, not having these guys on the leaderboard.
Yeah, so and you're never going to have all the guys, but it'd be great if we could have all these guys for 5 years.
Correct.
And then we can see.
And you can see over time.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
So well done to all the boys if they're listening to this podcast, which I'm sure they all are.
Yeah.
Big fans.
Of course they are.
Comment in the comment section below and let us know what you think of that final workout. Was it more about strategy or was it more about fitness?
Yeah, I saw AJ did it twice on Monday. He did it in the morning and then he did it in the evening again with a different strategy, and he was 30 seconds faster. So it's got a lot to do with strategy. He obviously didn't get fitter in half a day, but strategy is big.
So that's a beautiful segue into thoughts on the programming.
Yeah. So let's look at it quickly. So the 20.1 was 15 minutes, and it was the ground to overhead and the burpees. 20.2 was the dumbbell thrusters, toes to bar, and the dubs. 20.3 was deadlifts, handstand push-ups, and handstand walks. 20.4 was the box jumps, the clean and jerks, and the pistols. And then 20.5 was the muscle-ups, the rowing, and the wall balls. I thought it was a good open. It was pretty balanced. And it was long. Each workout was longer than normal.
So I didn't get a full taste of the open. I didn't put that much effort into it. But I probably would have said 20.3 could have been socked or something.
20.3, the redo.
Yeah. I really like the pistols, and I really like the lifting, and I really like the final workout, the choose your own destiny.
Yeah.
But yeah, the deadlifts, handstand push-up, handstand walk one.
Yeah, I think there were some cool things in it. I like the last two workouts, the box jump one and the muscle up row wall ball adventure one. What was interesting for me is that it was accessible. Like the first workout where you could do ground to overhead, you could snatch it, you could clean and jerk it. And then the fourth workout where there was box jumps, but you could also do step ups. So it's kind of like Dave was saying, okay, this is the open, but I've thought of a clever way to still get you RX scores without you having to do.
Yeah, that was
things.
fantastic. Especially because so many people place such an emphasis on going RX. Like, whether you like it. I think this is the first time that we saw different iterations of what RX could be. Like RX could be different things for different people, and as long as the programming is good and the step ups don't prove to be alarmingly faster than box jumps, I think they did a good job.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Did you mention the 2 10-minute WODs and 3 20-minute WODs?
Yeah. So apparently 20 minutes is like the most programmed length in the open. I didn't even know. Maybe it's because we had 3 this year.
Do you think the result? I suppose the result is what we expected. On the leaderboard, but
still won.
The fittest people still won. Do you think maybe as overall we would get people that have longer burning engines?
Yeah.
Because the workouts are longer?
So do you think if we had more 7-minute workouts, we'd have a different...
We'd have the quick guys that can burn quick, and then they kind of fall off, or...
Yeah, that wasn't really tested in this open. That short burn.
What is it, 9 minutes?
Really...
Maybe the Diane part in the beginning. I mean, let's 10 rounds 15. I suppose the 10-minute one is terrible.
Yeah.
It really hurts.
Yeah.
10 minutes short enough for some guy to burn.
Yeah. But I'm okay with that. I'm happy with the open. I think it was good. It was one of my favorite opens in a while, I think.
I think it's important that they make a statement. Like, imagine the statement that CrossFit would be making if they put shorter workouts in that favored a power athlete. And by power, I mean an athlete like Bronislav. There's a reason why Bronislav didn't finish in the top 20. Because what Dave is saying is, and no offense to Bronislav if he's listening, but like, I think Dave is saying you need to be fitter.
Yeah.
Right? And by fitter, I mean maybe prioritize things like endurance and stamina over and above power.
Yeah, just quick bursts of strength.
And he's definitely not saying, Dave or Greg, they're not saying that being strong and explosive, i.e. having a massive clean and jerk and a massive snatch, is bad. But have you seen just how much of an anomaly he is in that department?
Yeah.
I mean, you saw him do a sumo snatch at 125.
Yeah.
I think he might be maybe one of 3 athletes in the world that can do that deem themselves to be CrossFitters.
Yeah.
That might be too specialized, right? And as a result of being too specialized, all right, he's not developing the full package, the full toolbox that is someone like Matt Fraser.
Yes.
You know? So I think the statement here is, like, as your base and for a large portion of the general population of CrossFit, get fitter.
Yeah.
Don't think you're going to get away with a 240 kg deadlift.
Yeah.
Because you're not. Not if you can't handstand walk.
According to CrossFit's definition, that is only 1 point of the fitness.
Of the 21 points of fitness.
Yeah.
So, easy/difficult question. Matt, your favorite workout?
Final workout.
Final one. Just
I didn't even do it.
Favorite workout? I loved 20.3 just because for me.
Really?
Yeah.
The redo.
Yeah, because 6 months ago I didn't finish it by one hand placement.
Yeah.
Like, literally, I had to put my hand over the line, so I was 1 second short. So it was an enjoyable experience for me to see that progression.
Yeah.
But I thought the most creative element was 20.5. I think it flipped it. I think it flipped the leaderboard for some people, and it just made you realize that you need to be adaptable and be prepared to be on the wrong side of a strategy.
Yeah.
You know, whether you're fit or not, like you can get it wrong.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I mean, similar to the way chaos made the athletes feel at the games.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't quite the same, but there was a massive element of the unknown.
Yeah. You guys also got to learn this shit.
Yeah, like I'm telling you now, you're gonna see more do it yourself WODs, DIY in the future to get used to that concept.
Yeah.
Like, and imagine the next time you get presented with this in the open, you'll be like, oh fuck, I know how to handle that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do 10 rounds off, or I'm gonna do this part first, then that part second. You get to know yourself a little bit better.
Yeah.
Fucks up your repeats. Yeah, you didn't say your one.
My favorite workout. Also, the last one.
Last one. Did you say it already?
Choose your own adventure. No, I didn't say it. I forgot about myself. But yeah, 20.5 definitely was my favorite one.
I thought 20.4 was actually also really cool.
That was my second favorite one.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the second. What's your third favorite then?
Third favorite is maybe the first one.
Fuck.
What are you gonna say? 20.2.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that.
That first one's terrible.
Yeah, 20.1. I mean, I did it 3 times. I don't want to see that workout ever again.
Oh, I didn't mind that so much. 20.2 also. 20.2 wasn't bad either because it was light and low reps and
I just keep moving.
Funny amounts of double unders, 23 double unders or 24 double unders. I don't know. It's just Dave's being out of the box. So that leads us into Matt's favorite part of the show, which is the incredibly, completely inaccurate report card of the Open.
Of the CrossFit Open.
CrossFit Open 2019. So we're going to start with programming. And you have to rate this on a scale of 1 to 10.
Okay.
1 being completely rubbish and 10 being celestial, according to Matt. So we'll start with Justin. Justin, the programming on a scale of 1 to 10.
I'm going to give it a 10.
10?
I thought it was celestial.
Jeepers, man.
I'll give it an 8.
I think I'll give it an 8 as well.
What was it? Okay, well, if you're giving it an 8, what was lacking?
That stupid 20.3.
Okay.
I think. Look at the things
okay.
I think
hang on.
I'm
surely that could fall under movement standards.
I'm penalising it for 20.3. Yeah.
I think that was such an ego thing for Dave to do. I think that was just him saying, "I am cleverer than all of you, and my rubbish standards, I'm just going to stick with them, even though everyone said they were bad."
If you were to add another category in there and said movement standards, then I would agree with you. I'd say an 8.
Yeah. Okay.
But the programming.
Well, it's the points don't matter here. So just make up what you want.
So we just disregard Justin's score anyway.
Put another point on this thing.
Yes. So we disregard Justin's 8.
Yes.
Justin's 10. And we make it 8.
Okay, 8.
The funness of the Open. Justin, you first this time.
The funness.
Funness.
I think this is personal for everyone.
Yeah. Justin hates the Open because he has to compete.
Oh, that's such a subjective question. I'm going to say it was a 6.
A 6 wasn't very fun.
It was fun to watch my community do it. Fun to be a part of that.
Yeah.
But it's definitely not always fun at the top. It's very stressful. There's a lot of pressure, especially if your goal is to win it.
I think us two are better test subjects for that answer.
I'll say 6.
Yeah. I said it was pretty fun. I think it was like a 9 out of 10 funness.
Yeah, I also think so. I think it's a fun one. The last 2 were cool. Then the long one, the thruster one was awesome. The deadlift one, let's have a little talk about it and get angry. Throws makes that more exciting.
Yeah.
And then the first one's just absolute chaos.
No, just ridiculous, just pain. And then the scaling options. I don't know all of the scaling options.
I was going to say I don't know them. I just wrote it down because it seemed like a good thing to say.
Yeah, but I think it's important because I think there was scaling options like you could do pull-ups instead of muscle-ups. For the other one, you could do
bear crawls for the handstand walks.
Yeah, you could do bear crawls. Yeah. And let's put scaling in inverted commas. You could do things like step-ups instead of box jumps, and you could do clean and jerk instead of snatches. So it's kind of like built-in scaling. So I think the scaling was good. So I'll go first. I give the scaling options a 9 out of 10.
I'll give it also a 9.
9 out of 10. Justin, your scaling options there?
That was great. I was impressed. Celestial.
Justin's given 2 celestials.
I like seeing CrossFit come in with great stuff like this because they're empowering the community to scale more and to modify more and to say that RX can be subjective.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, okay. So that's good. So far, the CrossFit Open is doing really well, according to us 3 experts.
In this really accurate report card.
Yes. And then the last category is test of fitness. Did it test your fitness?
Two CrossFit definition of fitness, which is Justin, tell us immediately.
10 general physical skills.
Yes.
Constantly varied physical.
Yeah, say the
That's the definition. Sorry, definition of CrossFit.
CrossFit fit. What is the
High
definition of
intensity
fitness?
functional movements, which are constantly varied
Yeah.
There, thank you.
There was a lot of variation.
across the broad time and modal domains.
There was no broad time and modal domains here. There was just one time domain, 20 minutes.
No, but you must understand that not all athletes took 20 minutes to complete it.
Oh, yes. That's true.
Oh.
So it became varied.
Okay.
Dude.
So broad
Justin's
title
face
domains.
is like, oh, got you there.
And did
Got you there, coach.
Hey. That's why he's
Undo
Coach
your top
Justin.
button.
And also eat nuts and seeds. Did you eat nuts and seeds?
Yeah. Did I eat nuts and seeds throughout the open? Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
Good. That's right. Greg is happy. So, test of fitness. I don't know. I don't think it was a good test of fitness. It was fun.
What was it missing?
I think
Cartwheels.
It was
Okay.
varied.
So what do we have to do? What is the 10 general skills?
Fitness.
Does that fall under the
Accuracy.
the fitness?
Agility.
Power, strength, stamina, and
Power.
Okay, so
Endurance.
where's the agility? The wobble. I mean, not the agility, the accuracy.
Accuracy.
Is it a
Wobble.
wobble?
Yeah, wobble.
box jumps.
Box jumps, yeah.
Okay, that's like telling me to walk. Like,
Yeah, but if you do a bounding box jump every single rep, you're gonna miss time a rep somewhere.
Yeah.
yeah, that's about
Wobbles.
Yeah. Okay, I'll kind of give you that.
Yeah.
What about the accuracy of the handstand push-up?
Yeah, and accuracy of your measurements.
Do you know how many people struggle to kick consistently over the line with their foot completely
Okay, let's make it fast.
completely
Accuracy,
flexed?
And then what is the other one? First one?
Accuracy.
Agility. Is agility one of them?
Yeah, it could be.
Is that a
Agility.
handstand walk?
Strength.
Yeah, maybe. The thing is, the handstand walk didn't really change direction unless you were going unbroken.
Yeah. Power.
So,
Power.
Power, is that one of them?
power.
Yeah, so
fucking
the
yes.
power's there,
There's
yeah.
plenty of power.
Yeah.
Is strength one of them? Is strength, power.
Strength.
Strength's
Yes.
one of them.
I mean,
Good.
if you can't do a fucking clean and jerk 143, go back to the box, puppy.
That's where I'm going, back to the box. Back to the PVC.
Get back in the weightlifting
Go
section.
back to the PVC pipe.
Go join Zach and Ashley and Vessel trying to lift 61 kilos.
Jeepers. Sorry, Zach.
Sorry, guys.
Zach is weak. I didn't know he was so weak. He looks big. He's a big guy.
I meant when they're sots pressing.
Oh, that starts pressing.
Did I say power clean? I meant sots pressing.
Justin, this positive coach, busy telling his athletes, go
I'm
home.
inspiring them.
Next open is sots press for reps. Zach's going to do really well. Yeah, okay. So it's a decent test of fitness.
Medium.
Maybe
Let's give it a 7, 8.
I'll give it a 6.
6. I'll give it a 7.
A 7. Justin will give it a Celestial again.
Celestial.
Justin loves
Celestial.
everything. Just
Yeah.
like he's trying to get a job at HQ.
What is it? What is a 5 in our chart? Celestial's 10 and 1 is
That's-
crap.
It's Pluto.
What is 5?
Pluto.
Pluto.
Yes. Poo poo.
Poo poo.
It's not crap. It's just poo poo.
It's just
Just a little
it's
poo-poo.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's it. That's all on the open. Are we done?
We
We're done with the
are.
stupid
We
open.
are. What are we moving on to? Justin, players, sing us the tune for listener feedback.
Sing us. Hey, that was
Yeah.
good. That was longer than I
Thank you.
expected. They didn't bring the harmonica.
Hashtag, what the fuck was that?
we got no fucking instruments today.
No instruments. But I have listened to feedback. Remember last week we spoke about the nice man in the street? His name was Jared. So thanks, Jared, for being a nice man in the street.
It's nice to be important,
Yes.
but it's more important to be nice.
Oh, Justin, he's full of
Aye.
quotes today.
That comes straight out of the mouth of Bergie and Stellenbosch.
Really? He
He
told
said that
you.
to me once.
Jeez, you remembered it.
Yeah.
It impacted your life deeply. Yeah, so thanks, Jared, for that. And then,
Thank you, Jared.
Justin, you've got our last little bit of listener news.
Yes, we have the winner of the Jacob Hepner competition.
Yeah?
His name is @T Samudin.
Never heard of him.
I think his full name is Tariq Samudin.
Oh,
And he obviously guessed correctly and said that Jacob Hepner would get away with his fisting on the handstand push-ups.
interesting, yeah.
Essentially, what Norex Podcast has decided is to award him with a hug in a mug, chocolate.
A box.
One of these.
One of these. If we're not that rich, we'll give him one.
Why would we give him all three?
No. Who's paying for all three?
Okay, I thought it was one thing.
So he has
Yes,
to choose.
one. Yeah.
Okay, so he gets to choose a
Yeah.
hug in a mug,
Yeah, what's that? That's like hot chocolate.
hot chocolate.
Isn't,
Yeah.
I thought it was it makes a little like cupcake in a mug.
No, I think you drink it.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, it's like hot chocolate. So you can have a hug in a mug, chocolate flavor.
Alternatively, a 6-pack of Ultra Mel vanilla.
Yeah, that's nice.
Or a Mentos flavored car air freshener.
Mentos, yeah.
This you cannot eat.
This is a tough one.
It smells good, but you can't eat it.
Yeah. So he's gonna have to DM us on the Instagram and tell us which one of those options you want, and then we'll make sure we send it to you as long as you live right where we happen to be where we have it.
Yes.
Please don't be very far away.
Guys, I've moved to Dubai.
Yeah.
And I really want my hug in a mug.
Right.
Yeah, so
well done to Tariq. Thanks for engaging with us, unlike most other people.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Was he the only person who replied?
Oh, we got a few. What did I say? It was like 58% yeses.
Oh, good. You got some more listener feedback.
So I got normal listener feedback.
Yeah.
Usually I ask a question on the Instagram and they send us a little something.
Yeah.
I don't ask a specific question. I ask if they could just tell us something.
Yeah.
I'm always hoping for something exciting. So we got one really cool one. We've got 3 things. Firstly, Mark says you sound like Courtney.
Yeah. Come on, Mark Finkel.
No, Mark Forsey.
Mark, what I'm saying, he sounds because Regan said that we sound the same, so he must be related to Regan.
And he's listening, which is great.
Good, Mark.
Then coming from Diane. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She is not happy about 20.5.
Oh yeah.
I really hope they ask for the top 5 video submissions for all countries. Peeps got away with a lot, i.e. no lockouts at the top of the rings equals no rep.
Yes.
Peeps need to be educated on mature support lockout.
I saw some of that non-locking out happiness.
I think Dia's seen some videos and she's irritated by people getting given reps.
There's no doubt in my mind that there's a whole host of athletes outside the top 10 in most countries that have stolen points from those with higher aspirations. But unfortunately, it's tough to govern all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to need a much bigger panel of judges to sort that problem out.
Yeah. So it is difficult, but yeah, I think we all saw those videos, people not locking out.
And then we've got Roger Hill. No.
No?
Yes, Roger. Lefteris made it through 20.3 penalties. Just how?
Yeah.
He got a minor penalty.
Minor penalty for faking it.
That is a travesty.
Yeah,
I'll go so far.
I do believe they could have been a little tougher on him.
A lot tougher. They should have just said, sorry, you're out.
But hashtag capacity.
Positivity.
Hashtag positivity, capacity, like the Justin's Becky said.
Hashtag if you don't have a tape measure or someone to help you, just use your finger.
Yeah, and then swap the finger around when the camera moves away.
When I was watching that video, I imagined Left Terrace playing Pin the Tail on the Donkey.
And like hitting its
Then
leg every time.
That's very...
Yes, yes.
And that's how he chose his spot. He just
just
that's it.
Go here, this way I go.
Yeah.
Here.
He knows that he just did something rubbish there.
Yeah.
He even released a video with his arm all bent and it was just...
Even mathematics was wrong.
Yes, it's unbelievable how he got through that video. It's 100% unbelievable.
It's crazy, but then they'll penalise someone random.
Yes.
And like be like, oh, we're taking half your points away because we saw some
like
couple of weird lockouts.
Like the French guy, the first, Cedric Lapointe,
who got his points back, which is crazy.
And you watch his video, and this video looks perfect. Like maybe 1 or 2 reps were bad, but otherwise fine. And then Lefteris, who just faked the whole thing. And they were like, no, it's fine.
I mean, like HQ's learning, but it would be nice if they would get a bit better at this.
Yes.
Yeah. Last one, which is a cool one. At Suelna is the Grid Games champ. Why did you get her on the show?
At Suelna.
Her thing is Suelna.
Oh, so we have to follow her.
The Grid Games, like the Virgin Active Grid Games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can message her, or we can just get some feedback from her. But she won the Grid Games.
Okay, cool.
Which I remember being. Is it just grids that you do different things? Is it like a 45?
I entered that once, yeah. I entered the Grid Games, and I didn't give it 100%, but I did okay. So like you do it in your local Virgin Active, and then you do it locally in Cape Town or whatever, and then you do it nationally, and you become the winner.
Cool.
So Justin Swat's going to enter that as soon as he gets a Virgin Active membership.
100%.
What do you win?
I don't know. We'll have to ask Swell now.
I wonder if you win Hug in a Mug.
Swolner. Swolner.
Swolner.
Swell.
Yeah, Swolner.
Swell.
Swellner.
So
Swellner.
she might have,
Swell.
She might have won a hug in a mug. We don't know.
Oh,
You probably win like an Adidas rucksack.
Yeah, something, because you can't go to Virgin Active wearing a CrossFit gear. You have to wear Adidas. You can't wear Nike or Reebok.
I'd like to win a membership that allows me to swim.
Yeah,
That'll be great.
yeah.
All right, guys, are we done?
No.
No, we're not done.
Sit down.
Sit
I've got a
down.
massage.
Don't go anywhere. Stay right there. Let's talk
five
for,
seconds.
Let's
We
talk
have,
for another 20 minutes.
For a word from our sponsor, which we did not talk about last week.
Yes.
We're not talking about them this week either.
I mean, B Aesthetics has been super busy pumping out herd grips for the past couple of weeks. As far as I understand, most of the grips sold out during the Open, and everybody's been raving about them.
I was going to say they sold out
yeah.
immediately.
Because of us.
Because of us, obviously.
Yeah, we obviously distributed all the discount codes to the Western Cape.
Yes.
But I think what was cool to see is that the crash pads have started making their way into some of the gyms recently. And I think if there's anything that we haven't spoken about recently, and that's the weight vest.
Was it? Did we talk about... No, we talked about before.
The
they were
rucksack.
sponsored. They went to sponsor
The rack bags.
The ruck.
The
bag,
B-rack.
But
B-rack.
I thought you were going to talk about those crash pad things. Those are rad. I'd like 4 of them for my garage and for my boy to like be able to jump on them and stuff like
So
that.
you can be like
and I can
Savan.
use the weights on them. Yes, I'm going to make my boy do flick flicks.
Yes, make him do backflips.
You can drop him
off
on his
things.
head and he won't hurt himself.
He'll be fine.
It won't make a noise.
He'll bounce onto the hard floor.
You jump through flaming hoops.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to buy those.
But
Use our code.
Crash pads and weight vests.
weight vest. Weight
No
vest is just the
Rex
standard.
10.
Is it the vest? The standard vest.
No, you get a standard vest and some weight plates
Yeah.
Is it
to
like-
make any workout 10 times harder.
Yes. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to do with my life. Make all my workout performances worse.
Yes. So
In the short term.
Put this promo code in,
No Rex 10.
and you will get 10,000 rand.
10,000 Rand off.
They will
Do you know what
send
I
to-
recommend you do with the weight vest? What I recommend you do. First, you lose some weight.
Okay.
All right. Then you look at how much weight you lost.
Yeah.
And then you perform any workout that you did during that time
Yeah.
with the vest back on.
Yeah.
And you basically remind yourself just how
get that
fucking
feeling.
terrible it must be
Yeah.
to holding that weight,
All that
doing
weight's on your knees.
things like rope climbs and bar muscle ups. You will never ever eat cheese puffs again.
Oh, that sounds like a sad existence.
Courtney's like, that's a fucking terrible idea.
Yeah. But okay. Thanks, guys.
Thank you for listening.
You know where to
Please,
find us?
Yeah, do all those things.
Find us on our email address
Yes.
NoResultsMedia@gmail.com.
and on our Instagram account
At NoRex Podcast. And Facebook.
The
and
same
Facebook
thing.
and Twitter.
Yes.
Same thing.
NoRex Podcast.
No Rex Podcast.
Sign up to our mailing lists.
Yes.
Matt will send you an email.
I'll just send it back. Thanks.
And subscribe below.
Thanks.
Oh, shit.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.